So today I'm going to show you my Ninjago Dictatorship custom minifigure series. Enjoy! Okay, so the first one here is Lloyd, and as you can see he is quite similar to the movie version, but he has little longer robes and has an angry expression than what we see in the sets. Yeah, but mostly black like the movie. He'll have two gunmetal grey katanas in the back, and I'd assume he'd come with his mask as well. And the second one here is Zane. He's quite different to the movie, I suppose, a little bit similar in the legs, and he has arm printing. He's got a more serious expression, but not exactly angry like the new face. It's kind of sad, kind of serious, and like all the other ninja, he'll have the shoulder pad there. Yeah, quite like this figure, and it's probably the most custom of the ninja. And here is Jay. Yeah, quite like his expression what I've done here. It just looks very Jay-like to me. And he's also like the movie, but like the others, longer robes than before, which I personally think is better on this. Yeah, so here's Jay. Okay, this one's Nia, and she's similar to the Hands of Time Nia, with a few things changed, like kind of a mishmash between Hands of Time and the movie. Grey arms, and I kind of got rid of the red, because I honestly don't think that fits with Nia's element. Here is Cole, unlike all the others, he has a different facial expression and different suit. Again, similar to the movie, but with my own twist. He has a hammer that will have custom printing on, and like the others again, two gunmetal grey katanas. This one's Kai, and as you can see he's very similar to his movie one, just a different face, and obviously longer robes as well as the others. Now we move on to the more interesting ones. This is Shen Dingley, and if you remember, he was in the first few episodes. He was Lloyd's boss when he worked at the weapons shop, and spoiler, he was actually Crooks in disguise, if you remember. So he has a turban, which is dark grey in colour, and a lighter grey beard, sort of angry face, and I guess if this was actually released, he would have a Crooks face on the other side. But yes, red robes. And you can just see that he has a pink undershirt and mostly grey legs. This one's Regular Sung, and yeah, he'd be one of the trademark figures of this imaginary series. He has his hat with the hammer and sickle, if you can just see there, and he has his suit that again is similar in a more serious expression, as well as a cape on him, and which what would also be included is the helmet of Yagoway when it's not being worn there, as a nice collectible. This one's the chief of the Nada Yatsya tribe. Again, quite similar to the way he is in Dictatorship. I made him look older than he did then, with yeah, that would be a dark grey Kaigonjin piece for his hair, and the cape I've changed a bit. Didn't really show his actual body printing because it wouldn't be very interesting, and you can just see there plain red legs as well. This one's Klaus Banquitas. He's kind of similar, but I've changed his outfit a little bit and his expression obviously. And this is the mighty Tsar of Metallonia. He has mainly dark blue colour scheme with royal robes that would be similar to a cape piece and some silver armour on top. His face is similar to the way he appears in Dictatorship, but his actual overall costume is very different, more royal, and it did take some inspiration from previous Russian Tsars, so yeah. Here is Mistake, and if you remember in the story of Dictatorship, she takes on a role of the three witches in Macbeth, and I've given her a new funky look compared to how she looks in the actual Ninjago show, with a lime green shirt with some strange patterns on, and it would be her hair would be a double moulded piece with the conical hat and her hair underneath as well. So, I quite like this figure. It's more similar to any Mistake we have currently. So, yeah. This one's Misako, and yeah, she's not that different from how she appeared. She had the training ninja torso, scientist legs. Yeah, I've made the actual trousers under the legs sand green like her usual minifigure, and I've changed the torso up a bit. Yeah, she has a new expression, and her hair would have a light grey stripe like in the shirt. Here is Sarlik, again quite similar, as his torso was already custom in the Dictatorship series, but I changed up his legs a bit instead of just using movie Kai's. Yeah, his face is similar to General Kozu's still. Couldn't really think of anything else to do. I think it's alright as it is. Here is Crux in his scientist robes, as you can see. There's a smiley face now. Yeah, not much different to the scientist we got in the Ninjago movie minifigure series, but I removed the Batman thing and just added a few extra details to it. Yeah. This one is Lady Sung. Oh, I just realised I never gave her an actual name. Maybe I will one day. Anyway, here she is. Dark blue overalls with darker blue legs. Again, quite similar to how she appears, as I used the Shark Army General's body, but it's less fishy this time. Yeah, I suppose it's slightly more plain, but it's alright as it is. I was unsure whether to make this one at first, but then I decided to. It's Pyjama Sung. He's only in a couple of scenes in episode 2, and it's Sung with his pyjamas, and it's the only way to get his hair piece. His pyjamas are dark red stripes, and yeah, it's kind of a confused look. Kind of strange figure, but I think it's alright. Now, I do like this figure. This is the Jihu Sung one when he has the helmet of Yagala. Yeah, again, quite similar to how he appears, with using Garmadon's movie torso and dragon wings behind. But this one, his clothes will be ripped, as you can kind of see there, and his eyes would be almost have a gold colour. And I think the mouthpiece would probably blend into translucent orange to show the energy that the helmet possesses. This is Samurai Zane, and he's kind of similar to the Hands of Time Samurai, but I got rid of the gold elements and replaced them with silver, and added some features of Stern Army generals into him, such as the spikes and stuff like that. His face is similar to battle damage Zane, but angrier expression and a little bit more damaged. And his hair would have elements of his previous blonde colour in it. In addition to that, you'll get his helmet that he wears, again similar to Hands of Time but without the gold. So yeah. Last but not least, he was the policeman, who is quite different to how he appears, but which is how I would have made him. Yeah, like a cloth piece for his bottom part of a jacket, and he has a smiley face. I took a little bit of inspiration from those KGB officers from Soviet times, as obviously this Ninjago in my series was inspired a little bit by that. So, okay.